Hi guys. Like I said, I wanted to do a few videos today, so you probably have already watched my anniversary, and I can't even believe it's 3 months. Everything has been amazing, and life is just it's such an amazing feeling when you feel like you can live again. I mean, that's how I feel. I feel like I have the opportunity to live again, and I'm living it to the fullest each day. And um, towards the end of my video, I was talking about, each of us kind of finding our own way. And I think initially that's how we start the process. We started to find our own way. But here's the thing. I I don't know. I guess I'm not traditional with things. Like I I'm trying to figure out how to say this. I I feel like what I'm doing is great, and I think it's really working for me. But I'd be lying if I said that um, I'm sitting there with a book and a pen writing down every little thing I eat. And the thing is, it's like I eat so little. I make sure I get my protein in. That's the most important thing. I get my protein shake in, and I know like the whole thing is like 150 calories, and I kind of I mark it down on my phone. Shake 150 calories. Um, I think it's good to know what you're putting into your body. Like, I don't eat carbs anymore. I don't eat The only carbs I take in are from my shake. If I have cheese, which in the beginning I was like, cheese was so great. Now I'm like, I'm just sick of it. It's hard for me to eat it. But the only carbs I take in, I guess, are the good carbs. I don't eat pasta. I don't eat bread, any kind of bread. I don't take, I guess, any of the white flour in, none whatsoever. Because what I've learned through this process is that you know my stomach will be just as full and just as satisfied with 3 carrots as it will with 2 saltines. I mean, I've realized that, like, I think to myself, why couldn't I have figured this out before? Like, when it's hungry, when you have those hunger pains, it'll get full on anything you give it. It doesn't care what it's getting. It doesn't know the difference between carrots and a double cheeseburger. It doesn't. The only thing that knows the difference is you. And that's really what it's taught me. So carbs was my biggest thing. I'm an Italian. You have pasta, you have bread. And that was my biggest downfall with any diet I tried. Even Atkins, you could eat a lot, but you couldn't eat any carb, and that was hard for me. That's what I love about this surgery. It completely put me in control, and I'm like, I don't want carbs. I don't need carbs. And see, I can't do it in moderation. I would eat all day carbs. I admire the people who really. I mean, that's something eventually I need to learn, where I can incorporate it a little bit. Right now I'm so scared of them. I don't want to touch them at all. I really don't. So that's what I try not to do. That's what works for me. That's not going to work for everyone. Nobody's going to find the need not everyone's going to find the need not to eat carbs. It's if you eat carbs, it doesn't mean you're any better, you're any worse. This is just me. So I don't eat carbs anymore. Another thing I noticed what I was doing was, I'm trying not to take in any unnecessary calories that I need. Another thing I would do would, I'm not hungry, but I'd be thirsty, so I would go get a vitamin water or a Gatorade, mostly vitamin water. Now, vitamin water for the whole thing, I think it's about 150 calories. Okay. Now, I mean, I was having tons of vitamin water, tons. Like in the beginning, like especially when you really can't eat anything, and you're like on broth, and I would have vitamin water. Now, granted, I know it was just the beginning, and you just need to take in what you can. But I'm trying to point out the traits, the things that will hinder me from doing my best. If you are you know, like they say, if you have an addictive personality, you'll get addicted to things. I don't think I have an addictive personality, but I think that, you know, if I like something, I'll keep going to it. I love friggin' vitamin water. I love it. Like, I can't get enough of it. I stopped drinking it, you know, and if I really, 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 really want it, I'll have, like, it'll be like a treat for me. I'll have one, because I can have Crystal Light, I can have water, and that has no calories. Why would I take in unnecessary calories? I don't need them. You know, again, these are things that I'm kind of like realizing about myself, you know, but I don't, you know, every time I had a vitamin water, I never wrote down that there was 150 calories in it. I knew I had a vitamin water, you know. For me, what works is having an idea of what I'm taking in each day, you know. So like I write in my phone, okay, my protein shake is the same every single day. Maybe sometimes I'll add like a piece of fruit to it, but you know, I don't look up and I don't see what the piece of fruit is, you know. And you know, I don't think if by me not doing that is a bad thing, you know. I mean, we each have to find things that work for each other. I mean, work for us. So see, when you remember what I was talking about when I write things down, they just fly out. I can't remember what was I gonna say. I don't know. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I've been getting tons of messages, and for all the new people who are coming on to here, you're gonna figure it out. What one person tells you doesn't necessarily mean it's supposed to work for you or it's gonna work for you. It's a suggestion. It's an idea. So me, I don't really, you know, part of me wishes I could be that type of person that, you know, I put, you know, a quarter of banana in my protein shake. Let me, you know, I want to go look it up. I have an idea, you know, I have an idea. If I was eating, you know, pretzels, and then I had, you know, a bite of pizza, and then I had, you know, a piece of cantaloupe, I mean, I would want to know all the calories of that, because they're coming from so many different areas. Pretty much the main food I'm getting in is protein. So I write down how many proteins in, and you know, like dinner time, I'll have a piece of chicken. So I'll say, you know, maybe I have 2 ounces of chicken, and you know, whatever else, like a vegetable, you know, and that's what I write down, you know. So I think, like, you know, people, you maybe get a little scared, or, you know, you don't know what to expect, but every day we're figuring it out. And, you know, the only thing you can do is, if you have a question, ask. You know, there's tons of people on here who have been, you know, going through this process for months and months now, you know, years, and they have the best idea. You know, me, I'm 3 months out. I'm figuring it out, you know, and I'll continue to figure it out. But you don't have to worry about anything. You know, you figure it out day by day, and I think that's the important thing. Like, I used to plan my life. I used to plan everything, you know. It has to be this way. I live my day now, each day. I just live it, you know, and I figure it out day by day. I don't put pressure on myself to say, you know, this time next year, my butt better be in a bikini, you know. I have an idea. You know, this time next year, I would really love to feel comfortable in a bathing suit of any kind, you know, and I'm confident I'll get there, you know. So I don't really think I made much sense, but basically, just enjoy the process and don't worry about anything. You know, put your energy, you know, on the important things, and your health, you know, on strength to get through it. And after it, it's just day by day. You can't plan this. You really can't. And day by day, if you could kind of maybe have an idea of what you're taking in, that's the best part. So I love you all, and I hope I help somewhat. I don't know.